So my topic is named Cloudification, and the subtitle of this topic is called that you think you are in the clouds, you are still on the ground. Well, you saw really nice talks about different technologies, but I don't want to, let's say, spend time on the technology side. I would like to present you the more important thing from the process perspective and from the, let's say, modern development perspective, and it's about DevOps, right? Because everyone knows what DevOps is, or not. So, what will be the content of my presentation today? It will be DevOps. It will be that, then we will jump to the topic that how you should, let's say, proceed with implementation of any methodology. Doesn't matter if it's DevOps, SRE, or something else. Then we will jump to unbelievable technologies, because many people think that technologies will save us, but probably no. And then don't stop, just repeat steps and continue in your great job. Sorry. Why? Okay. And what was the problem from my understanding?
Wow.
Okay. Sorry for my voice. So let's start. What does it mean, DevOps engineer? From my experience, when I asked this question on many interviews, there was the question, okay, I'm DevOps engineer. I've worked with Jenkins, with CI/CD, I implemented infrastructure as code, I'm working with AWS. Great, it's really DevOps? No, it's not DevOps. So first of all, please understand that DevOps is not about technology. DevOps is methodology, and it's a combination of philosophies, practices, and tools to help you to bring your product to market faster than your competitor. This is the main message of DevOps, right? So it's about collaboration and cooperation between different teams, which they are working on common goal, on common product. And there are some key principles about DevOps. As I said, the first principle is collaboration and communication, because you can have one big team working on product, but you can have also sub-teams working on common product. And it's really crucial, even if we are talking about the communication between managers and engineers. It's not only about the engineers. DevOps touches also the management part, and I will talk about later. Then, of course, automation. If you need to bring your product faster than your competitor in the market, you need to automate things, right? So it is also, let's say, part, but there is no concrete technology. It's an automation of processes, of technologies, of stuff, what you want to, let's say, provide. Then you definitely need to do some testing, proper testing, in terms that you should test as soon as possible and as soon as fast as it is possible, right? So it is really important to get feedbacks and to listen also to your needs. And thanks to these feedbacks and tests and needs, you can continuously improve your product. That's the goal. And not only product, also yourself. So as I said, DevOps is a methodology, and it's about team. And in the team, it's crucial to understand that when you're developing some product, you are responsible for the whole lifecycle of the product. What does it mean, lifecycle of the product? Right? In past, somewhere in 1995, we, let's say, created few cool applications. Now these applications are legacy applications. This is my favorite topic right now. And what does it mean, a legacy application? Legacy application means that someone stopped working on that, someone stopped improving this application. This is from my point of view, legacy application. But in DevOps, in theory, from DevOps, it's not possible. Because when you are in DevOps, when you create some product, the journey starts for you. And it is ended when this product is out of production. So there is no place anymore for the legacy application. And it is crucial to understand as well that success is of whole team, not just one member. So you are a team. It doesn't matter if you are IT administrator, developer, manager, tester, or some QA engineer. It doesn't matter. You are still one team working on the same thing. This is really crucial from DevOps. Well, maybe you can ask me that where should I start in my DevOps journey? So first of all, start from yourself. Well, it's easy, but on the other hand, it's too hard. But it's easiest part of the journey. So we need to accept that IT sector is really fast developing industry, and every day the technologies are being developed. Also right now there are new technologies coming out, and we should be prepared for that. What does it mean for us? For us it means that we are eternal students and also mentors. And maybe you can say me, no, I'm not mentor. You are. You remember in past, definitely your parents or your grandparents ask you, hey man or hey daughter, please help me with my Word document. And you help them. Right now, it's the same story. So if you are in DevOps, you should help your colleagues to work on things and to improve their knowledge. So also at Plectrum Engineering, we are saying that it is really crucial to share knowledge across the team and to get team to certain level of the knowledge. And of course, we are IT geeks and we really like technologies. So it is also really important to have enthusiasm for discovery. So you should have, let's say, fun to discover new technologies and play with it. Okay, when you finish with yourself, there is next stage. Next stage is more complicated, honestly. So you need to accept that if you have DevOps team, everyone in DevOps team must adopt DevOps. If there will be one person who will be resistant, then you will have a problem. So it will not be working. Then in upper layer, you should change also your organizational culture. Because many organizations failing with adoption of DevOps at this point, honestly. Because they think that we have 5 DevOps team and they are really efficient and they use cool technologies, modern technologies, but the process which is up on this, which is on the upper layer and create umbrella for this automation thing and DevOps team, break everything. So also the organization culture must be changed, and it is, let's say, hardest part of the adoption of DevOps. And third big thing is regarding that you need to understand that you cannot purchase or you cannot become DevOps overnight. For some organization, it takes years and definitely months to adopt everything what DevOps is saying. So it is long-term process, and it is related to whole organization, not just on your team or on you. So why DevOps adoption is failing today? The first thing I already mentioned, that first reason is company culture. So there are a lot of tricky managers who say that, okay, no, why should we change? It's working. Well, we can be more efficient and we can provide, let's say, better value for our customers. This is maybe only 2 reasons or just 2 reasons to say. Then the favorite one, legacy employees. Right, there are also legacy employees, not just legacy applications. What does mean legacy employees? So legacy employees means that someone stopped working on themselves. So they stopped to learn new things, they stopped to discover technologies, and they are resistant and they don't want to accept anything new. This is legacy employees from my point of view. And the third thing or third part is regarding the employees' motivation. And well, you should agree with me that today's salary in IT is on a really good level, and it's not only about money, or definitely it's not about money. From my experience, from the interviews which I already passed, there was every time there was motivation that some company use, for example, Kubernetes, some company use Azure, some company use AWS. So it's not about money, and it's really tricky for managers and team leaders to motivate others to stay with the company and to build something new. Well, this is DevOps in short, and I hope that you understand it's not about technology, because technology is only one piece of your success. And there are more important things to realize. Then, when you want to implement any methodology today's, you need to understand that you need to firstly you need to identify your goals, problems, and needs. You need basically name all your needs and to be clear with everyone what you want to achieve. Then, second, you need to choose approach. So for example, you can say that, okay, I want to automate my infrastructure, and I know that for infrastructure there is some tooling code or name like infrastructure as code. Okay, what are the options? Well, there are many vendors, there are different technologies, Terraform, CloudFormation, Bicep, ARM templates, Pulumi, CDK. Okay, what I should choose? Because my friend used Terraform, it's cool for me as well. No, that's not true. According to your needs, you should choose your service vendor and technology according to your preference. So, no, it's not valid. It's not valid point when you say that someone uses, for example, CloudFormation, and this CloudFormation approach will be also working for you. That's the idea. And when everything is clarified, then you need to create some plan. So when you want to get, for example, in 1 year, or maybe short term in three months. Once you have it, you start with POC. Don't worry to play with the technology. So you have place, you have time, almost, and you need to create some POC, then roll out to some development, test environment, and other environment, and then go to production. And after that, your journey starts. So it's not ended, but after that, you will return to the beginning, and you will start again. So another loop. So you are in the never-ending loop. You need to accept it as well. And it's also the, let's say, part of DevOps that in DevOps you are responsible for whole lifecycle of product. And product can be process, can be technology, can be application, can be anything for what you are responsible. Okay, now unbelievable technologies. That's my favorite topic. So as I said, it's not about technologies because I'm saying that today there are really cool technologies, and as I say, every day there is new technology in the market. It's crazy. So first rule, keep it simple solutions. So let's say that we have one container, only one container, nothing else. And we are in AWS or maybe Azure, doesn't matter. And why should I use Kubernetes for that? As guys presented, or as Jack presented, Kubernetes has some management layer, has some, let's say, worker nodes layer, etc., only for one container. There are better approaches. So this is also to the topic which I presented a few slides before, that you should use your technology according to your needs, not vice versa. Business value. Well, we are IT geeks, and we are ready to play with all technologies, but in the end, we are in IT business. So it means it's about money. So there must be a ratio, let's say, or a reasonable ratio between business and the value which will bring you with the implementation of new technology. Godlike approach. Well, I have Terraform, and maybe it's a good idea to send all metrics and logs by Terraform to cloud, to log aggregators. Well, it's also not true. So you have to, it's completely fine to have different technologies for different solutions, and not just, let's say, use one technology, which is, let's say, like godlike approach, and to use this technology for everything. That's also a bad idea. And again, listen to needs. So choose your service according to your needs and not vice versa, as I say several times. Next things, bring improvements. Many times I saw that, for example, when one technology was replaced by another one, the, let's say, existing functionality was trashed out. And this existing functionality was completely fine. It was working without any issues. And additional value was, let's say, 20%. Okay, but we lost 50%. Well, great deal. So every time when you're replacing something old, let's say by new, you need to consider that what will be beneficial for you, or what will be the benefit for you. So every time there should be more improvements comparing to, let's say, the value which you lost. Keep it up to date. Very important point. From the perspective that when you implement something new, there are really crazy, let's say, ideas. Okay, we will use this technology only for this customer. In 1 month, there will be new technology. We will use this technology for another customer. And what about these 10 environments which we already have on all technology? Well, we will, let's say, play with that. I don't know, just keep it running. Well, okay, but it's way to hell, because then you will create a technology zone. And especially for new comers or new colleagues, it will be really tricky to be up to date what environments use which technology. It's really crazy. Then gradually improve. So you need to accept also the fact that it's not possible to solve everything in the beginning. It is, let's say, never-ending story, and you should improve step by step, solve problem by problem. Please do not do not solve everything in the beginning. It's impossible, because when you, for example, designing something in 1 week or 2 weeks, it's not valid, because new functionality will cover every your programs discussed last week. And listen to feedbacks. It's also about DevOps or DevOps process. You should be in touch with your users of the technology, because you are, let's say, innovators, you bring some technology, and then there are some other engineers working with this technology. And you should get these feedbacks from them and say, okay guys, how is this working? It is better for you, or it's worse? Right? So it's feedbacks and needs. And well, unfortunately, problems will definitely pop up. Doesn't matter how many tests you did. Doesn't matter how many POCs you created. Still, when you will be in the production, there is the real data. And I'm saying that from the cloud perspective, the only thing which is really important is data. Nothing else. Doesn't matter if this virtual machine is running or not. Data is the important part. So it means that it's totally fine to fail something also in the production. You can be sure that it will happen sooner or later. Never-ending changes. Well, when you choose technology and you implement your technology, it's like natural development. It's like you're programming the application. So also this process is, let's say, creating and solving the issue, or let's say solving the issues and improving the stuff step by step. And good or bad, what does it mean? I'm saying that today there is no, let's say, good or bad technology. I'm saying that technology is used in the wrong way. Because to be honest, today, as I said, a lot of technologies are in the market. New technologies is coming in, let's say, minutes. And every technology is cool. But which technology is right for you? That's the question which you must answer. Don't stop. So let's summarize about this technology improvements, about technology implementation part. So first of all, it starts by processes. I don't know, processes are really, let's say, it's not important to define process, right? But it is in the end. So you should define build, release, deployment, test process, and everyone should know about the process, how it is working and what is covered by the process. Then automate. Automation is crucial. Automate everything what is, let's say, beneficial for you. It doesn't mean that you need to automate everything. If there is one job, which is, let's say, you are doing only once, and then it's finished, it doesn't make sense to automate it, right? But there are many processes that should be automated. When you automate things, please try to do no manual changes. It's logical, but to be sure. You should create standardized modules. So for example, when we are talking about the Terraform or about the application, then you should create some modules which are standardized from your organization point of view, and you are able to share these standard modules to everyone else in your organization. It's also very beneficial because thanks to this, you will get standardized infrastructure, standardized application, and you will be sure that you are fully compliant from the security perspective and from the standard perspective. Try to avoid hard-coded values in your releases. Doesn't matter with application or infrastructure as code. So it's logical, but again, I see many times that let's say developers and platform engineers forget to push these values to the parameters. On the other hand, try to minimize mandatory parameters in your release. Why? because these modules and this code or this technology is used by other people in your organization, other colleagues in your organization. And well, there are many human errors when you want to use something new. So you should, let's say, create the module or application with mandatory parameters filled in, or with minimum mandatory parameters, and everything should have, let's say, some default values. So in theory, when I take your module, I can fill, for example, 2 parameters additional, and everything will be working. So it's error-prone. In the end, remove user accesses. I'm talking about mainly about the write accesses, because it's, let's say, also approach that you automate everything. In the end, still users have, let's say, write access to your environment, and especially developers, but also platform engineers, changing stuff on behind manually. Great job. And do reviews and testing. Doesn't matter if it's automated or it's manual, there should be some checks on behind. And obviously it's not end. You need to go back. So again, also with technologies, you are still in a loop, and you need to accept it. If you will not accept it, then you cannot say that you are a DevOps engineer. So that's all from my presentation. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Yes, we have questions. Thanks for being the most dynamic speaker of today, and let's move to the questions. So, decision to select tooling was more about a team decision, not about the individual, right?
Well, this is a really funny question, because we saw it also in the past. It's also about team leader, right? So who should be team leader? Well, there is no, let's say, individual right. Let's say it's team right. So team should decide. There should be some, at least, team innovator which should decide which technology should be used and which not. Definitely, it's not up to one person, because completely breaks the rules. It's about team, not one person to decide, okay guys, you need to use AWS because I don't know, right? So there should be, again, some communication discussion behind, and to do some agreement, some common agreement. Any other questions?
Thank you, that was my question too. Hands up if you have any question. If not, I'm gonna ask. So, how would you resolve the issue of legacy employees?
Thank you for this question. It's really tricky. Well, some, let's say, some of them can be, let's say, easily fixed by creating a motivation or motivated environment. And it means that, for example, some people need more time to, let's say, adopt things. As for example, someone is open to adopt any new thing every day, and some is, let's say, is acceptable for them to adopt things after some months. But in the end, what I saw from my practice, when there is only one person, this person unfortunately leave the company if it's not comfortable with the changes, or this person will accept this change, because it's, let's say, pressure from team to them to let's say, accept these changes. So it's like legacy application. So if you have legacy employees, there are only 2 ways. You will refactor this legacy application or this legacy employee, and this employee will be working on that, working on that, or unfortunately, this legacy employee will leave the company. Leaves the company.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot patch people. So, any other questions? Thank you, Daniel, very much.
Thank you very much.